and the number. Thank you. that one.
I got two.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Cody.
Hi, Howie.
You must be bored. I had to watch the kids sing. Brings back memories. My kids, my daughter, all that stuff. They are. They are.
Is she?
Kramer's feel really bad. She couldn't come. She had to be at Max's house to do cables.
You know I'm about to experience.
I know. This is why we said it.
Before I say anything else, how perfect is it that in the afternoon of our winter concert that we actually had a little bit of dusting of snow today to bring the winter spirit right upon us all. And as a bonus, how about the fact that snow doesn't need to be shoveled, doesn't need to be snowed, and that all of you have been able to be here tonight with all of us. So, with the snow comes some cold weather, and thank you for braving that and the wind and a little bit of snow to come and hear the performance of our musical groups from our John Winthrop Middle School, or for our John Winthrop Middle School winter concert this evening. I'm Peter Foxton. I'm the associate principal here, and I'd like to welcome you, all of you, to our winter concert this evening. On behalf of Mrs. Traver, who is our music and band director, and also Kevin Lamb, who is the music and band director at the high school, but does assist Mrs. Traver with lessons and so forth here as well, they would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We have been listening, sometimes by walking around the halls and sometimes by being in here first thing in the morning, all of the rehearsals and the hard work that your children, our students, have been putting into these performances that you will hear this evening. Yesterday, for our last period of the day, our students performed, our performers performed some of their music for the rest of the school. But I can assure you that, one, we didn't hear it all, and you will hear it all this evening, and that it really will bring, I think, a nice winter feel to this evening and to the season as we approach it in the next several weeks. So, before I turn the rest of the evening over to Mrs. Traver and our students, I do have a few housekeeping things that I needed to mention to you. I just needed to point our exits out to you, which are to my left and to my right off the stage here, and also in the back off the doors as well, to your left and right if you were to turn around and look. We're requesting that you do not perform any flash photography at all, as that might be a little bit of a distraction to our performers. Also, out of respect for all of our performers, settle in and please stay for the entire performance this evening, and we would certainly appreciate that. Additionally, if for some reason you should need to exit our auditorium, please try to wait until in between the numbers when the applause is occurring as well, and that way that might be a little bit of a less of a distraction to our performers. Please, as a reminder, as we all know these days, if you could turn off or at least silence your cell phones now, that would be much appreciated. And finally, in addition to our winter concert and the performances you're about to see, we have students who have also done artwork in various creative stages that are down our artist walkway as you leave our auditorium and walk to your left as if you were leaving the building. Please, if you weren't able to come here before the performance tonight, stop by the artist walkway. You'll see some wonderful creative art and other pieces there as well. And finally, last but not least, if you should be able to stay for a few extra minutes, we have refreshments in our cafeteria down the hall, some juice and cookies for anyone who might want to stay for a few extra minutes at the end of the evening. And please feel free to do that. So thank you again for being here. Without further delay, I would like to, at this point, introduce Mrs. Traver and the first of many performances that you will see this evening. Thank you so much for being here, and enjoy the
Thank you, Mr. Foxton. Welcome to our JW Winter Concert. Your students and I are very, very excited to show you what we've been working on for the past few months, and I think you'll be very excited about the progress that they've made, or I'm excited about the progress that they've made, and we're hoping that some of our songs will help put you in the holiday mood, and that the others will also show you how hard that they have been working for the last few months. All of the students who are introducing songs this evening have written their own introductions to the songs. Some of them might tell you a little bit of the background on the piece that we're going to play. Some of them might tell you what we've worked on or specific things to listen to help guide you as you listen to the piece. And our first gentlemen to introduce are Aiden Stone and Elliot Stack.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Aiden Stone, and I play alto sax.
And I'm Elliot Stack, and I play alto sax and piano. Welcome to our JW Winter Concert. We are the John Winthrop Jazz Band.
Our first song will be for you tonight is Dashing Through the Snow.
It's a jazzy version of the song Jingle Bells with a swing shuffle. We've been working on getting more familiar with jazz articulations and styling.
We hope this song puts you in the holiday mood.
I'm Morgan.
And I play trumpet.
And I'm Joanna Petron, and I play the trombone. Our next song tonight is called All of Me by Seymour Simons and Gerald Marks.
This song is a jazz standard. Many famous artists have recorded this song, including Count Bass Orchestra and various vocalists such as Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, and Billie Holiday.
More recently, it was recorded by Michael Bublé and even Eric Clapton and Paul McCartney.
We hope you enjoy our rendition.
you may be looking up here thinking, hey, one of those people does not look like a middle school student. Our drummer is John Machevsky, and he's a 9th grader at Valley, and he was the drummer for jazz band, one of the drummers for jazz band for the past 2 years. And when he sent me an email to see how things were going with the new group of kids, I said, actually, I need a drummer. So thank you very much, John, for filling in for us tonight. The next student to introduce is Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex Liggett and I play piano. Our next song will be Crazy Train, which is not a song about a deranged vehicle that uses lots of tracks to move. It is a song written by Ozzy Osbourne, Bob Daisley, and Randy Rhoads. It was released in 1980 and became very popular, reaching number 9 on the Billboard Top Tracks list. The original song is a heavy metal / rock song, but a jazz edit was made, and that's what we are playing for you today. With that being said, thanks for listening. All aboard!
before we sing this first piece for you all, this is the combined 7th and 8th grade chorus. There are 66 kids up here, so it's both grades combined. The song that they are singing is a song that they sang for the Connecticut Music Educators Association, CMEA for short. I'll quiz you later. And it's an organization that puts together a festival for exceptional students in music performance. A bunch of students auditioned and were accepted into the festival. Their names have stars next to them in the program. A few of our students were the top in their voice part, which is amazing. And for the first time since I've been here at John Winthrop, so in the last 11 years, for the first time ever, every single chorus student that went to the auditions was accepted into the chorus. So major kudos to these students for their preparation and performance.
For our combined 7th and 8th grade chorus song, we will be singing Make Them Hear You.
Make Them Hear You is from the Broadway musical Ragtime, which has themes of social inequality and discrimination among different groups of people in New York City.
Make Them Hear You is about fighting with words instead of weapons and not giving up your cause. To help us sing passionately, we all wrote about something we feel strongly about.
All of our writings were combined to create the word cloud in your program tonight. The larger words are the ones that were represented more frequently in what we wrote. We all wrote about different things, but many of the same themes emerged.
In this song, we worked on singing with emotion to deliver the meaning of the piece. We hope you enjoy Make Them Hear You.
Go out and tell our story, let it echo.
B. Rudin. And I'm Hannah Simpson. Our next song, Tarantella, is a short song that we will perform in Italian. It's a traditional Italian folk song about a girl named Nanina. She's the most beautiful girl in the village who had heard words of encouragement from onlookers, is dancing the Tarantella, an Italian folk dance. The translation is, turn this way and that way. Pirouette and stop here. Show yourself off. You're the most beautiful of all, Nanina. You alone are the most beautiful one with that white embroidered dress. You are a flower, Nanina. The song is sung from the viewpoint of the villagers as they watch her dance in the town square and gossip about how well she dances. We hope you enjoy Tarantella. Caden, guess what?
Born what now?
Why did Santa go to college for music?
Why?
To work on his rapping skills.
I got one too. Why did Billy not let Mary deck the halls?
Why?
Because she was always bouncing off of them.
Did you know the song Deck the Halls melody is Welsh?
Really? Did you know that there are 12 fa la 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 in the song Deck the Halls, making a total of 96 laws?
You know what? I think our next song is Deck the Halls. You may notice that this song is slightly different from the version you all may know. That's because it's 7/8 time signature instead of the usual 4/4.
We wish you all a happy holiday season and hope you enjoy our last song.
Chloe Pacaro. And I'm Ella Brennan, and we both play the clarinet. We have been working on our selections since September and have built up the tempo and rhythms to make them strong. We have also worked on our range, with notes scaling from high to low. Our first piece is a holiday favorite heard on the radio, commercials, and movies. You may remember it from Home Alone 2, in a commercial promoting ESPN football, and even in a commercial for back-to-school supplies at Staples.
This song was written in 1963 by Edward Pullock and George Vaughan. It describes the winter fun and all the happiness and joy the holidays bring. It was first recorded and released by pop singer Andy Williams for his first Christmas album, and since then has been a huge hit.
Over the years, this song has also been recorded by Garth Brooks, Amy Grant, Pentatonix, and even the Muppets.
Also, this tune is ranked the third most popular holiday song on the Billboard music charts.
And now we present to you It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Thank you.
I'm Hannah Schwartzman. And I'm Emily Serber, and we both play the alto saxophone. The next song that we will be performing is Too Beautiful for Words, composed by Rob Grice. Rob Grice's band compositions have been performed widely within the United States, as well as internationally, including Asia, Australia, Canada, Europe, and the Middle East. This song is our second song we will be playing out of 3 songs, and its slow tempo is perfect to balance out our more dramatic songs, which have a faster tempo. This song has a wide variety of harmonies and rhythms, and we have worked hard on playing very musically with loud and soft dynamics. We hope you enjoy Too Beautiful for Words.
Hello, I am Tomas Dahl, and I play alto sax.
And I am Robbie Radici, and I play trumpet. Our next song is Shockwave. This piece was written in 2007 by a composer named Larry Clark. Writes a lot of songs for young bands.
This song is a fast pace, also known as a tempo, and has an aggressive tone. Listen for the different themes, which range from accented and loud to long and flowing.
The percussion also makes this an exciting piece of music that never has a dull moment. We all hope you enjoy this wonderful song.
Thank you.
my team of teachers are almost a little too efficient working to get kids out on sleep. The exploratory team is the ones that are making sure that all the students are in the right place tonight and lined up the way that they need to be. So thank you very much to those exploratory teachers who are working so hard behind the scenes.
Ashley Kapp. I'm Maisie Libby. The first song we'll be singing tonight is Carol of the Bells. This song is a tradition for 8th grade chorus to sing at the winter concert.
Carol of the Bells has a lot of difficult parts in it. We have been working very hard on the tempo, dynamic, and singing a cappella.
Carol of the Bells is one of the most popular Christmas carols, but it originally is a New Year's song. It's based off a Ukrainian folk song that talks about wishes for Ukrainian New Year, which was celebrated with the upcoming spring in April.
We hope you enjoy our performance. This is a group that I am exceptionally proud of all of your students, but this group behind me is the one that exhibits the most independent musicianship. These students work really hard even when I'm not here. Sometimes when I'm absent, of course, they have a substitute, and sometimes the substitute knows how to run rehearsal, and sometimes the substitute doesn't. And that's fair. I always leave plans just in case the substitute's not comfortable with that. But last year, a little bit, and this year, more, the few times that I've been out, this group has completely run their own rehearsals. So they are absolutely the epitome of what we work on here to be independent musicians. Can you raise your hand if at any point you have led the group in a part of rehearsal? The great thing is that it isn't just one of them. I said to them, oh good, I'm taking January off. These ladies will introduce our next song.
Hello, my name is Lily Rothrock.
And my name is Chloe Clark.
Our next song, Fly Away Home, is composed by Pink Zebra.
We know it's an unusual name, but Pink Zebra is a pseudonym for a successful music composer and producer. He or she has written many popular songs for the music industry and also some beautiful pieces for chorus.
Fly Away Home features two soloists, Sahana Gopalakrishnan and Austin Seifert. We decided to sing Fly Away Home mixed. Mixed means that we sang unorganized next to other parts of the choir instead of in our usual sections.
We first listened to Fly Away Home last year, and we decided to sing it in our 8th grade year. Fly Away Home has many mature and complicated harmonies that we worked very hard to master.
We hope you enjoy Fly Away Home.
I'm Mackenzie Parker.
And I'm Madison Segler. The last song the 8th grade chorus will be singing is Bonseaba.
This song is a traditional song from Zambia, which is in southern Africa.
It involves complicated rhythms and is sung a cappella. It is common for many African songs to have dance incorporated with the singing. For this song, we have created our own moves to add to the piece.
We will also feature two soloists in a clown-response format, Stephanie Charbonnier and Alexa Caligari. We hope you enjoy Bonseaba.
Bonseaba,
Hello, I am Matthew Daniels.
And I am Noah Muggleston, and we both play the trumpet.
For our first song, we were fortunate enough to have the musicians from the New Horizons Band from the Community Music School, along with their conductor, Miss Patty Hurley, performing with us.
The goal of New Horizons is to provide an opportunity for adults who have either never studied music or have been away from it for many years to show the joyful experience of recreational music making.
We are excited to share the stage with them today and to be conducted by Miss Hurley. Our piece is called Sousa the March King.
John Philip Sousa was nicknamed the March King because he wrote 137 marches during his lifetime. This song combines 4 of his most well-known songs, including
High School Cadets, El Capitan, The Thunder, and Stars and Stripes Forever. We hope you enjoy.
Take a moment to thank Mrs. Traver and her 8th grade band for being so gracious and welcoming to our group. This has just been a great pleasure for us, and it's just been so much fun working together with them. And just watching this whole program this evening with this wonderful music department, it's really a thrill for me. So thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Ms. Hurley and the New Horizons Band. We've done a few collaborations with New Horizons over the years, and it is always a pleasure, and I think it is so important for your students to see that music can continue for the rest of their lives. It doesn't need to stop when they leave school. So thank you very much, New Horizons.
Hi, I'm Taylor Robinson and I play the trombone.
And I'm Audrey Board and I play clarinet. For our next piece, we have A Song of Hope. A Song of Hope is a song with a lot of meaning.
It was composed by James Swearingen after the tragic events of September 11, 2001. He explains this: "It was my desire to compose a piece that would serve as a vision of hope amongst all the sadness that we felt."
He continues, "Extending the hand of support to those in need of comfort is an important part of who we are as Americans. By learning how to deal with tragedy, we are afforded the opportunity to appreciate the simple things in life, and most importantly, each other."
Our band has been working hard to make sure we play with long phrases and that all parts can be heard equally, so you feel the expression of the piece.
We hope you enjoy Song of Hope.
We will need just a moment to get set up for our next piece. We're doing something that we've never done here at John Winthrop before. Two of our small ensemble groups, or chamber groups as they're also called, are going to perform for you today. You may or may not be aware that our school district has a new district initiative that we abbreviate as CCPS. Maybe some of your students have come home talking about a class that they're taking. It stands for Critical and Creative Problem Solving, and they are working, of course, to critically and creatively solve problems. The problem that band had to solve every Friday was, how can we work together in our small groups and get ourselves performance ready with very little help from Mr. Lamb and Mrs. Traver. And so all of your students were in similar instrument groups, and they worked on these pieces since September every Friday, and then they performed last week and early this week, and the group chose 2 ensembles to represent them. So our first group today is our 2 percussionists, Liz and Jack. The next group, as you can see, is our alto saxophone quartet. This year, 8th grade band has had the added benefit of having a co-teacher. Mr. Kevin Lamb has always taught band lessons here in addition to his work at Valley with their band and music program. But this year, a change in his schedule allowed for him to come down every day and work with us in a co-teaching atmosphere. So he's going to conduct our next piece.
Hi, I'm Samantha Brookhart-Bardelli, and I play the trumpet.
And I'm Kaya Karsage, and I play the flute.
Our next song, Epic Venture, was composed by Tyler S. Grant. He was born in 1995 and is only 23 years old.
The constantly changing textures and complexity make for an exciting piece for us to play while also making it challenging.
We worked really hard on keeping the tempo moving and making sure all of our dynamics and entrances are accurate.
We hope you have an epic time listening to Epic Venture.
Before Emma introduces our very last piece, I just want to let you all know that I am so grateful to teach your wonderful students every single day, and I feel so lucky to work with students who have such great heart and put so much effort into what they do. So thank you all for raising such wonderful kids.
Good evening. My name is Emma Brown, and I play the baritone horn. We would like to thank everyone for coming to our concert this evening. Please join us afterwards in the cafeteria for cookies and punch, courtesy of the Region 4 Music Boosters. Our final song is called Sleigh Ride, composed by Leroy Anderson. Even though it's a popular wintertime favorite, He actually wrote the song during a heat wave in July of 1946. It's true. Sleigh Ride also has lyrics, but they were not added to the song until 1950. Thanks again for coming tonight, and please enjoy Sleigh Ride.
That's why she